It looks like we're live. It is noon. The sirens just went off. We'll give everybody a minute to get on if you're joining us today. If not, you can check it out later. It's nice and warm. I'm in the heated room today, so a sweaty mess. You know why. If you are joining us for this practice, a block would be helpful, a strap, almost completely necessary. We're going to really work on our hamstrings today. Hope everybody's doing well. Lackawanna County opening up, or moving, not opening, moving to yellow this coming week. Hopefully you're enjoying the nice weather. It's a little chilly today, so I don't mind being in the heated room. And we will get started. Like I said, we're working on hamstrings today, some balancing postures. So if you have a strap, definitely grab it. If you don't have a strap at home, a belt will also work. So you can grab a belt. And if you have a block, might be helpful more toward the end of class. May also help with some of those twists. So, but if you don't have that stuff, you can always modify. We'll tell you how to modify. Let's get started on our backs. In Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined, bound angle, taking the soles of the feet together to touch. You can either rest the arms at your sides, or maybe place the hands on the belly as you begin to tune into the breath, softening the gaze or closing the eyes. Whatever feels good for you, whatever you're comfortable with. This is your practice. It's simply a guide, listening to what your body needs throughout the entire practice. I'm beginning to just tune into the breath, noticing the breaths as they move from the belly, through the chest, through the throat, in and out through the nose or through the mouth. Not trying to control the breath in any particular way. Simply becoming aware. Just noticing. Recognize what the breath might tell you about your body, about what you might be struggling with physically or emotionally. Notice if the breaths are fast or slow, long or short. Not trying to breathe in any particular way. Just tuning in as you tune everything else out. Scanning down through the body, noticing any areas of tension or frustration, any tightness, stiffness, or pain. Moving through the face and the neck, through the shoulders and the arms, into the torso, into the hips, down the legs, all the way to the tips of the toes. Noticing what your body might need during this practice, going deeper when your body is asking for it, and backing off whenever needed. Slowly beginning to deepen the breaths, taking a deep inhale in through the nose, And exhaling out through the mouth. Another deep inhale in through the nose. And exhaling it out through the mouth. If it's in your practice, setting an intention or dedication for your class, identifying something that you need for yourself, or dedicating your practice to someone or something else. Seeing that intention or dedication clearly in your mind. And with a deep inhale in, drawing it into your heart. And opening the mouth to let it go. Slowly beginning to draw the knees together, pulling them in toward the chest. Wrapping the arms around the shins, gently rocking side to side, massaging out the lower back. And if you have your strap nearby, grabbing that strap, placing it on the ball of the right foot. As you place the left sole of the foot on the mat, or if your hips are pretty open and your legs are ready for it, extending that left leg out long. Beginning to straighten the right leg, flexing the toes. Taking the strap in your right hand. Checking to make sure I'm far enough away from the candle so I don't burn my foot, like Michael Scott, right? Keeping that right hand on the right hip. Begin to open the right leg toward the right side of the room, nice and straight. Keeping the left hand on the left hip. Your foot might come all the way down or allowing it to hover. Coming to your edge, noticing the tightness and sending breath there. Inhale to pull it back up. And now if that left knee is bent, extending that left leg out long and allowing the right leg to cross over the left side of the body. Either loosening that strap and allowing the foot to fall all the way onto the earth, or taking that strap into the left hand and continuing to let it hover, that deep stretch for the back of the right leg. Inhale back through center. You can either walk your hands up the strap to pull the foot just a little bit closer toward the chest. You can see how tight my hamstrings are. You don't have the strap. If you're having trouble, sometimes the straps can be hard to use if you're not used to them. Feel free to grab the back of the leg. Nice gentle pull. And bend the knee to release the strap. Place the right foot down and move to the left, bending the left knee in, taking the strap to the ball of the left foot. Once again, extending that left leg straight, flexing the toes. Strap is in the left hand. Right knee is either bent or right leg extended long. Taking the right hand to the right hip. Begin to open up that left leg. This one's much more open for me. Right hand on the right hip, pressing that hip down as you begin to open up the left leg, stretching out the back of the leg, stretching out the hip for one more breath. Inhale back through center. The right knee is bent, straightening it out. Taking the strap into the right hand and allowing the left hand to cross over the right side of the body. Got a nice little crack in my spine. Either keeping that strap tight for a nice deep stretch, or maybe releasing the strap and allowing the foot to fall for a gentle supine twist, whatever your body is asking for today. And slowly beginning to draw it back up. Walking the hands up the strap to pull the leg just a bit closer, or grabbing for the back of the leg. And releasing it out. Bending both knees, placing the strap next to your mat. We'll come back to it later. Hands wrapped around the shins. Rocking gently from side to side. And finding a happy baby here. It's really early on in the class, so feel free to just grab the backs of the thighs rather than reaching all the way for the toes or the feet. Drawing that tailbone down, pressing the shoulders and the back of the neck into the mat as you flex the feet. Elbows are on the insides of the knees. A little gentle rock here, beginning to open everything up before we begin to find some more vigorous movement. And drawing the knees back into the chest, beginning to rock forward and backward, creating some momentum and finding your way into the tabletop position. Getting ready for some cats and some cows here. Pressing the palms into the mat, underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, toes untucked. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward for cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, draw the navel in for cat. Inhale to cow, squeezing the shoulder blades together behind you. Exhale for cat, drawing that navel toward the spine. Moving through these poses for a few more breaths. And adding anything else that feels good. Swaying the hips from side to side, flipping or reversing the palms. Looking over the right or left shoulder. Making this practice completely your own. Working at all of the kinks. After the next exhale, coming back to a neutral spine, nice flat back. Walking the hands slightly forward and stepping the feet back. Finding a plank pose, top of a push-up. Pressing the heels toward the back of the room, engaging the core, pressing evenly into the palms. Creating some heat within that core for one more breath. And exhale, dropping knees, chest and chin to the mat. Inhaling deeply. Exhale to pull forward, coming into baby cobra, allowing the palms to hover off of the mat, pressing the hips into the earth, lifting the chest, and releasing back into child's pose, taking a deep inhale in through the nose, exhaling it out. Tuck the toes under, find your first downward facing dog of the class. Lift the hips, pedal out the feet. Taking your dog for a walk. With every inhale, lifting the tailbone to the sky. Every exhale, pressing the heels toward the mat. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, extend that right leg up and back, stretching it out, flexing the foot. And exhale, drawing the knee toward the chest, coming into a quarter plank. You're going to straighten that right foot underneath the body, almost like you're coming into a fallen triangle, but we're not going to roll over to the inside of the foot. So the pinky side edge of the foot is on the floor. And then you're going to begin to lift the hips toward a downward facing dog. You might not be able to go very far as you start to feel that stretch in the right leg. Inhale, pull forward to the plank. Keep the feet right where they are. And exhale, back. Lift the hips. One more time. Inhale, pull forward to that plank. And exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, pull forward, draw the knee into the chest, and extend it up and back. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Release it all out. Eventually coming back to downward facing dog, moving to the other side. Inhale, extend that left leg up and back. Nice deep stretch. And draw the knee into the chest on the exhale. Same thing, straightening the left leg toward the right side of the room. Pinky side edge of the left foot on the floor. And lift the hips to a downward facing dog type of position. You might not be able to go very far. Feel that deep stretch. Inhale, pull forward to a plank. Exhale, lift the hips, press it back. Inhale, forward to a plank. One more time. Exhale, press the hips back. Nice deep stretch. Inhale, pull forward, draw the knee into the chest, extend it up and back. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Open it all up. And release it back to downward facing dog. Walking the hands back to meet the feet at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, refold, finding ragdoll pose, bending the knees generously, grabbing for opposite elbows. Nodding the head yes, shaking the head no. Allowing anything heavy that you've been carrying, it's probably a lot lately, to roll down the spine, off the path, the head onto the mat, letting it go. On your next exhale, releasing the fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, refold, walking the hands forward, finding your plank pose once again. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, either dropping knees, chest, and chin, or moving through your full chaturanga. Inhale your heart, forward and through upward facing dog or tall cobra. Exhale the hips up and back. Downward facing dog, drawing a deep inhale in. Exhaling it out. Inhale, rise up onto the toes, bend the knees to look forward. Step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky, hands to heart center, in prayer. Holding and breathing, standing in our mountain pose. Stacking the body on top of itself. And moving through one Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into plank pose, bending at the elbows, lowering down, flowing, breathing, connecting as you open your heart to upward facing dog. Exhale the hips, up and back, downward facing dog, drawing a deep inhale in. Exhaling it out, modifying as needed. Inhale, rise up onto the toes, bend the knees to look forward, step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky, hands to heart center, in prayer. Deep inhale in. Exhaling it out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float back, flowing through your vinyasa. We're moving straight back to downward facing dog. Connecting to breath, staying present to each movement. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, moving into warrior one. Plant the right foot between the palms, drop the left heel to a 45-degree angle, and rise up. Bending deeply into that right knee. Breathing into that lower back. As you pull that right hip back, press that left hip forward. One more breath here. Exhale, circle the palms down to frame the front foot. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back as you straighten the front leg. Maybe you'd like to hop step that left foot up just a few inches. And on the exhale, folding, finding pyramid pose here, drawing the nose toward the right knee. Pressing that right hip back, drawing that left hip forward. Nice deep stretch in the back of the right leg. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Bending into that right knee. Step the left foot back. Runner's lunge, shining your heart forward. Drawing that left heel back. Drop the left knee, find a low crescent lunge. Untuck the toes, hands to the thigh. And eventually to the sky, pressing the hips forward, opening the heart. Holding and breathing here. On the exhale, circle the palms down. Begin to wiggle, walk the right toes forward as you straighten the right leg, finding a half split. Flexing the right toes as you drive the heel into the mat. Stacking the hips on top of the left knee. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to fold, nose moves toward the right knee. One more breath. And rebending into the right knee. Plant the palms to frame the right foot. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee. Right arm reaches, simple twist. Extending that right arm to the sky. Still pressing that left heel back. On the exhale, right hand comes down. Step the right foot back. Flow through your vinyasa or move right back to downward facing dog. Connecting, breathing. Being here right now in this moment. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Exhale, warrior one. Plant the right left foot. Drop the right heel. And rise up, bending deeply into that left knee. Squaring the hips. Reaching through the fingertips. One more breath here, breathing into that lower back. Exhale, circle the palms down to frame the left foot. Hop step the right foot up, maybe an inch or two as you straighten the left leg. Finding our pyramid pose, there we go. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold, drawing the nose toward the knee. Still pressing that right hip forward as you pull that left hip back for one more breath. Bending into that left knee. Plant the palms as you step that right foot back. Runner's lunge, shining your heart forward. And dropping down into your low crescent lunge. Right knee onto the mat. Untuck the toes, hands to the thighs. Lift your heart, press the hips forward. Reach through the fingertips. Breathing into those hips for one more breath. Exhale, circle the palms down. Begin to wiggle, walk the left foot forward as you straighten the left leg, coming into our half split. Stacking the hips on top of the right knee. Flexing the left toes, drive the heel into the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, nose moves toward the left knee. Stretching out the back of the left leg. Rebending into that left knee. Walk the fingertips forward. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee, right hand plant, simple twist. Reaching actively through the left fingertips as you press the right heel back. Exhale, left hand comes down, step the left foot back, and flow through your vinyasa, making your way back to your downward facing dog. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees to look forward. Step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, refold. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the seat. Awkward chair. Holding and breathing here. Sinking the seat just a bit lower. Hands come to heart center in prayer. On the exhale, twist to the right, tucking the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Shifting weight back into the heels. One more breath. Nice deep twist. Inhale, back through center. Finding length through the fingertips. Still in that chair pose. Hands back to the heart. Exhale, twist to the left. Wringing out the spine. Detoxifying the body. Maybe starting to sweat if you're in a room that's about 80 degrees. Inhale, back through center. Arms find length. Sink just a bit lower. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float back. Lowering down through chaturanga. Inhale your heart. Forward and through, up dog. Exhale the hips, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend that right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, forward plank. Inhale, extend, hind leg. Exhale, high lunge, plant the right foot between the palms. You're on the ball of the back foot. And slowly begin to rise up. Finding your balance here. Reaching through the fingertips. Keeping that back leg straight. One more breath here. We're going to move right into our standing split. So the hands are going to come down onto the mat. As you straighten that right leg. Lift the left foot. Pointing the left toes, finding a bit more length on the inhale. Exhale, tucking the left knee toward the chest, coming into a little ball. Inhale, extend, reach up and back. Exhale, knee to chest, into a little ball. Inhale, extend up and back. Last one. Exhale, knee to chest, into that little ball. And drop the left foot next to the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the seat. Awkward chair, back into that chair pose. We're going to do those twists again. Option to take a variation in those twists. Hands come to heart center. Exhale, twist to the right. Maybe straightening the arms, letting yourself fly, or taking a half bind. Opening yourself up. As you sink just a bit deeper. Inhale back through center, arms, spine length. Sink lower, feel that burn. Get that sweat going. Hands to heart center, inhale. Exhale, twist to the left, wringing it all out. Twisting deeply, maybe opening those arms. Maybe taking a half bind. One more breath. Hands back to the heart center. Arms, spine length, sink lower. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float back. Flowing through your vinyasa, finding your way back to downward facing dog. Lifting the hips, holding and breathing, inhaling deeply. Moving to the left side. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, square plank. Inhale, extend. Exhale, high lunge, plant the left foot, rise up on the ball of the back foot. Reaching through the fingertips. Whew. Driving that right heel back. Reaching, lifting. Keeping that right knee straight. Moving right into our standing split. Hands come to the earth. Shift the weight into the left leg. Lift the right toes. Reach it up and back. On the exhale, right knee toward the nose, coming into our little ball. Inhale, extend, reach it up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, into our little ball. And inhale, up and back. One more time. Exhale, knee to nose, into our little ball, and drop the right foot next to the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Take the feet hip width distance apart. Find a forward fold here. Maybe taking your peace fingers to grab for your big toes. Maybe taking the hands to the backs of the legs, drawing your heart toward your thighs. Finding your breath here. Reconnecting. On your next exhale, release any binds. Begin to wiggle walk the feet together, big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky, up overhead. Exhale, refold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, take your vinyasa. Bending at the elbows, shining your heart forward and through. And making your way back to downward facing dog. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, high lunge pose. Plant the right foot between the palms. Rising up on the ball of the back foot. Arms reach. Inhale. Exhale, open warrior two. Allow that left hip to open. Stack the right knee on top of the right ankle. Reaching actively through the fingertips. Inhale, flip the front palm. Reach up and back. Peaceful warrior. Stretching out the right hip. All the way to the right fingertips. Inhale, back through center, warrior two, straighten the front leg, bump the hips back. You can feel all those cracks. Reach in, forward, and then down. You have a block. Maybe you'd like to place the right hand, the block right underneath the right hand for your triangle pose. Pressing the back body against the imaginary wall behind you. And reversing your triangle, keeping the legs straight. Reach the right arm up and back. Stretching out that entire right side body. Beginning to bend back into that right knee. Peaceful warrior to transition into balancing half moon pose. If you have your block right there, you can move it forward just a little bit. As you stack that left hip on top of the right. Flexing the left toes. Left hand reaches to the sky. One more breath here, finding your balance. And then dropping the left hand to square the hips. Flex the left toes. Holding and breathing in this modified warrior three here. And bending into that right knee to find a runner's lunge. Drop the left toes. Left hand plants, right arm reaches, another simple twist to move into our side plank. You can either drop the left knee or swing that right foot back, stacking or staggering the feet, pressing the hips to the sky. Right hand reaches, lift up just a bit more. And exhale, right hand comes down, coming into our plank pose, either moving through your vinyasa or coming right back to downward facing dog. Staying here, staying present, breathing it out, preparing for the next side in your downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Exhale, high lunge pose, plant the left foot, rise up on the ball of the right foot. Arms reach. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, drop the right heel, open up warrior two. Allow that right hip to open as you stack the left knee on top of the left ankle. Holding and breathing. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach up and back, find some peace. Stretch from the left hip out the left hand. Inhale, back through warrior two, straighten the front leg, bump the hips back. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Again, maybe placing that block under the left hand. Right arm reaches, opening the front body. Keeping the legs straight as they are. Reverse your triangle. Reach the left arm up and back, extending that stretch. And beginning to bend back into that left knee. Peaceful warrior to transition into that balancing half moon pose. You have that block right there. Place it in front of the left foot. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Flex the right toes, right arm reaches. Opening up, finding your balance. Holding for one more breath. And exhale, right hand comes down to square the hips. In our modified warrior three, walking the hands back, bending into the left knee. Runner's lunge, shine your heart forward, right hand plants. Left arm reaches, simple twist, twisting it out, and transitioning into our side plank. Either dropping that right knee Or swing that left foot around, stacking or staggering the feet. Left arm extends, press the hips to the sky. One more breath here. And exhale, left hand comes down, flowing through your vinyasa. Reconnecting to your breath. Finding your way back to downward facing dog. Option to drop back into a child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat. Big toes together to touch. Resting the forehead on the mat, arms extended long. And just breathing. Remembering your intention, your dedication, allowing it to guide you, to drive you. On your next breath, coming back up into your downward facing dog, pedaling it out. On the inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Making some circles with that right knee. Re-straightening the leg and pulling it forward and through to find warrior two. Drop the left heel, open up. We've been here before. Straighten the front leg, bump the hips back, Trikonasana. Left arm reaches, opening up the front of the body. And reversing our triangle once more, reaching the right arm up and back, stretching out that side of the body. And coming back up into a T, turn the right toes in. You have your strap right there, right behind you. You might not need it, depending on your flexibility in your shoulders. You're going to take cow-facing arms. So with your right hand, place the strap, extending your right arm overhead. Your left hand pointing to the floor behind you. You're going to bend at the elbows, grabbing for the strap, and walk the hands toward each other. If you don't have a strap, you can always grab for your shirt. You may not need the strap, you can grab for your hands if that's your flexibility. Inhale, lifting your heart. Exhale to make space and fold forward. Driving the weight into the heels. Breathing into the hips, into the shoulders. Slowing everything down for just a moment. On your next exhale, putting a micro bend into the knees as you draw yourself back up. Releasing the strap, shaking out the arms. Taking star pose here by extending the arms out long. Reaching, finding length. One more breath, really extending. And then turn the right toes forward, bending into our warrior two. Circle the palms down, frame the right foot, step the right foot back. Either flow through your vinyasa, rebuilding some of that heat that we may have lost during our child's pose and our forward fold. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Opening up that hip with a nice big circle. Inhale, re-straighten. Exhale, warrior two. Plant the left foot, drop the right knee. Opening back up. Straightening the front leg, bump the hips back into our triangle pose. Allowing everything to open. Preparing the body for our keep pose. Keep the legs straight. Reach the arms up and back. Reverse your triangle. Stretching it all out. Inhale back through center. Turn the left toes forward and reach for that strap if you need it. Placing it in the left hand. Extending the left arm overhead. Bending at the right elbow. Grabbing for that strap. Walking the fingertips toward each other. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Feeling that stretch. Notice the difference from one side to the other. Stretching out the biceps and the triceps. Shift the weight into the toes for one more breath. And put a micro bend into the knees as you draw yourself back up. Dropping the strap. Extend the arms out to a T-star pose, reaching actively through the fingertips. And turn the left toes forward, bend into that left knee. Circle the palms down to frame the left foot. Step back, flow through your vinyasa. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. In your down dog, bend the knees to look forward. Step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, refold. Inhale, draw yourself back up to stand, finding mountain pose. Hands to heart center, inhale. Coming into a balancing posture. I don't cue a lot of balancing postures on their own. I usually integrate it into a flow, but this time we're going to do something a little bit different since we've got our strap here. Let's start with a tree pose just to get our balance down since we really haven't done too much of that. Shifting the weight into the left foot, hands at our hips, bending the right knee. Lifting it up and allowing it to come outside, opening up that hip. You can place the sole of the foot either on the calf or above the knee on the inside of the left thigh. And allow your hands to come to wherever is comfortable. Hips, heart, maybe overhead. I have some students that love to move with the wind. Wherever you are, just working on that balance. To come out of this, rather than just dropping the foot, I'm going to have you bring the knee forward. And take that, as you flex the right foot, take that left hand to the outside of the right knee. Begin to pull it across the body. Just a nice little twist. Bringing it forward and then back down. Shaking it out and moving to the other side. Shifting the weight into the right foot. Hands at the hips. Flexing the left foot, lifting the left knee. And again, drawing it out, opening up that hip, placing the sole of the foot wherever's comfortable, anywhere but on the knee. Knowing if you fall out of it, it's very common, totally natural. Just get right back into it. You're at home, nobody can see you anyway. Finding any arm variation. And once again, to come out of it, rather than just dropping the foot, bring the knee forward, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and cross it just slightly in front of the body, flexing that left foot. And bringing it back, and release it down. Now we're going to move into standing hand to foot pose. You might have this in your practice without a strap, but even if you have it without a strap, and you don't have the reverse of the pose, where you cross it across your body, it might be easier if you use the strap. So feel free to take the strap under the foot at the ball of the foot, just as we did when we were on the floor. And essentially we're going to do the same pose that we started with on our backs, just standing this time. So shifting the weight into that left foot, bring our left hand to our hip. Begin to bend the right knee, to draw it up. Then you can extend the right foot out in front of you, using that strap to lift the leg maybe a little bit higher and allow it to open to the right side of the room. And from here, you can cross it in front of the body, switching the strap into the left hand. I think this is the hardest part when you switch it. Yep. Coming right back into it and allowing the leg to cross in front of the body, maybe extending that right arm. Pulling it right back in and releasing it down. You can practice it a million times, but when you do it on camera, you're going to fall out of it, right? Moving to the opposite side, shifting the weight into the right foot, taking the strap at the ball of the left foot, hand on the hip, bending into the left knee to begin to draw that leg up and extend it out long, adjusting the hand to wherever it needs to be, and begin to open that left hip, keeping that foot flexed, using that strap to lift the leg just a bit higher, and preparing to cross it, making that switch with the hand, that tricky switch, and crossing across the body, left arm extends out, forward and back down. Nice job. Shaking everything out, taking a vinyasa to get back down onto our mats into downward facing dog. You can skip the vinyasa and just step back if you'd like to. I like to rinse it all out, especially if I'm frustrated. Stepping back, lowering down, opening your heart, and pressing back to downward facing dog. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Pulling forward onto your belly, finding your plank, bending at the elbows, coming all the way down. Finding Sphinx pose, forearms to the mat. Elbows are just in front of the shoulders. Lift your heart, breathe into that lower back. Breathe into the neck. Holding here for 3 breaths. And then we'll do one nice heart opener here. You can take a locust pose. You can interlace the fingers at the lower back for a locust variation. Or if you have a bow in your practice, you can bend the knees, grabbing for the outsides of the feet. Slowly beginning to lower completely down onto the mat. Arms resting at your sides. Deciding which heart opener you're going to do. Taking a deep inhale in. Exhaling everything out. And on the inhale, lifting up into your heart opener. Pressing the hips into the mat. It's hard to cue and talk in this pose. Lifting just a bit higher. Pointing, lifting, reaching, breathing. And lower everything down. Maybe windshield wipering the legs back and forth to release that lower back. And then bringing the palms underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under. Reverse chaturanga up into your plank and lift the hips downward facing dog. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, spine pigeon pose. Bring the right knee behind the right palm, right ankle behind the left. You can get the leg parallel to the top of the mat. That's fantastic for you and your hips. Mine definitely doesn't go there. Straightening the left leg long behind you. Lifting your heart. And on the exhale, beginning to fold. Holding here for 3 breaths, not very long, because we'll transition into double pigeon or fire log pose. Breathing into the discomfort. Finding one more breath here. And bringing the palms underneath the shoulders as you lift your heart. Rolling over onto that right cheek. Swing that left leg around. Oh, mine definitely popped there. Stacking the left foot on top of the right knee. Left knee on top of the right ankle. Flexing the feet to protect the knees. You can either stay right where you are. If this is super uncomfortable, feel free to extend the bottom leg. And you can still take a fold here if that's what your hips are ready for. Or you can stay just as you are, maybe resting your hands on on the top leg. I'm gonna take a nice gentle fold, just see what my hips are feeling today. This is my second yoga class of the day, so see where we are. Holding and breathing. One more breath. And slowly walking yourself back up. In this pose, let's take a nice gentle twist here. Inhale, reaching the arms to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind the lower back. Left hand on top of, or on the sole of the left foot. Gaze out over that right shoulder. Inhale, back through center, arms find length. Exhale, twist the opposite side, left hand behind you, right hand to the left knee. Inhale, back through center. Allowing the left foot to come down onto the mat so that you can roll over the legs, coming back into the downward facing dog, preparing for the other side. Coming right back into our pigeon pose on this side. Inhale, extend the left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee toward the nose, and then bringing it behind the left palm, left ankle behind the right. Straightening the right leg behind you, lifting the heart, and using that exhale to get in nice and deep. Breathing into that left hip for 3 deep breaths. One more breath here. And bringing your palms underneath the shoulders, lifting your heart up, and rolling over onto that left cheek as you swing that right leg around, stacking the right foot on top of the left knee on top of the left ankle, flexing the feet to protect the knees. You'll see one side definitely different than the other. Feel free to extend that bottom leg if that feels a little bit more comfortable for you. And if you'd like, folding into this posture, or sitting up nice and straight, staying where you are. Using that exhale to fold just a bit deeper each time. Finding one more breath. And coming back up. Again, taking your nice gentle twist. On the inhale, extend the arms to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand to the right knee, gazing out over that right shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Arms find length. Exhale to the left side. Inhale back through center, arms reach. This time, extend the legs out long. You can take a wide-legged forward fold here. Feel free to not overflex the feet in this pose. You can take them a little bit gentler, as if you're doing a yin posture. And rather than lifting the arms up and folding extreme, we're just going to walk the hands out. Nice and slow. I don't have a very deep, wide-legged forward fold, so I don't do them a lot in front of other people. So this one's for you. Using that exhale to soften just a bit more. Maybe we walk the hands out just a bit more each time. One more breath. And slowly work your way back up. Drawing the legs together. Reaching the arms out long in front of you, thumbs pointing up. And slowly lowering all the way down onto your back, one vertebrae at a time. Actually, I'm going to keep my strap close to me. You have your strap. Feel free to keep it close as you lower all the way down. Reaching the arms out long overhead, pointing and stretching the toes, creating as much length as you can. And knees come into the chest, bring back into that little ball. Finding a nice gentle supine twist here. Arms out to T, knees fall heavy to the left, gazing toward the right. Slowing everything down, knees back to center. And dropping them to the right, gazing toward the left. And once again, coming back through center. You're going to take a restorative legs up the wall here that you can use your strap with. Again, taking it to the balls of the feet. Extending the legs long. If your strap is long enough, you can actually tuck it behind you. Mine isn't. So what you can do is just walking your hands up the strap and letting the strap do the work of having the legs lifted, fresh blood flowing down the legs toward the hips. Holding and breathing. Acknowledging that the cool down of the yoga practice is just as important as the heating up. Maybe not, maybe even more important. I like to think that it is preparing the body for final rest, slowly beginning to lower the legs down. You'd like to release the strap, bending the knees in, and extending the legs out long in front of you. Finding any final movements, maybe windshield wiper the legs, feet as wide as the mat. Allowing the knees to drop to the right, through center, to the left, through center, once more to the right, through center, and dropping to the left. Coming back through center, and extending the legs out long. Toes splayed off of the mat, letting them fall open, arms resting at your sides. Scanning down through the body, noticing any continued areas of tension or frustration. Sending a little bit of extra love to those areas this afternoon. Releasing control of your breath. of your body, of the thoughts racing through your mind. And as Ram Dass says, just be here now. Staying present to your body, your mind wanders. It's okay. Acknowledge that it's wandered and come back right here. And staying here as long as you'd like. Or moving with me as you begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bringing movement to the wrists and to the ankles. Eventually bending the knees, placing the soles of the feet onto the mat. Extending the arms up long for one more stretch. And falling heavy to your right side. Finding one more moment here for yourself. And whenever you're ready, not a moment before, with eyes closed, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Taking a tall spine, shoulders softening away from the ears. And drawing the hands together at heart center in prayer. Bowing your head in dedication to your practice. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. If you were able to join live, if you were not, you can catch this later. It'll be up on YouTube, but we'll also stay up on our page. I hope everybody is doing well and hope that we get to see you all again soon. Have a great day.